Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Nedwick and I make healthy lifestyle videos that include new recipes, some fashion content, some beauty content, a look into my crazy life, and I'm also documenting my journey on compounded Tirzepatide. So I wanted to hop on here really fast. It is New Year's Eve and do a quick week 19 recap. Now, it is not a week 19 results because I am not weighing myself over the holidays. I have overindulged a little bit, but Mike and I have a plan for the new year. And starting tomorrow, we're gonna start out 2025 doing dry January. So we are going to be alcohol-free for an entire month. And during that time, we are going to count our calories and protein on the Lose It app. And I will keep you guys along for the ride. And I will definitely be doing some good recipes in the month of January that I will definitely share with you. So week 19 for me fell over Christmas Eve and Christmas. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that Mike and I got engaged on Christmas Eve. So, see the ring? And it was really nice. He didn't do anything extravagant. He had me stand in front of my Christmas tree and he gave a very heartfelt speech. And he teared up a little bit. I'm not much of a happy crier. I'm pretty much only a sad crier, so I didn't cry. But it was super sweet. And then the next morning, Christmas morning, he gave me my Christmas presents, which, you know, this was plenty. But he also got me diamond earrings. Aren't these so pretty? In my other video, he watched that and he goes, "You didn't say anything about your earrings." So I am making mention of my diamond earrings. And apparently they're 1 carat a piece. And when I opened it up, I was just like, "You're insane. You are freaking insane." So I have been covered in diamonds for this holiday season. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys while we are talking about my engagement ring is it did come with a band. And Mike and I had this ring designed. So I want to put the band on and show you guys and see what you think. At first, I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but it is definitely growing on me and I think it will be absolutely beautiful. So if you kind of see, it's got square and round diamonds that kind of match the square and round diamonds on the side of the ring. So what do you guys think? I at first was gonna have him take it back and get something different, but I think I definitely like it. So let me know what you think. In the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. So I'm gonna wear this for a little bit. All right, so I have not been on track with my eating or drinking over the last week, and it's about time to change. I am really actually looking very forward to dry January and getting back on my health journey. Tomorrow, New Year's Day, Mike and I are going to work on my basement. I have a finished basement, but it does flood on occasion, and I need to clean it up and get my workout room back. So anyway, I've had some bad food choices. We have, you know, cheese and crackers, we've had wine, we've had a holiday dinner that I made, which turned out really good. Thanks for the tips on the stuffing. And so even though I think I may have gained a couple pounds, I had a great week and I'm looking really forward to jumping in and starting my health journey afresh for 2025. And I'd love for you guys to do it along with me. My calorie goal is going to be around 1,200 calories, and I'd like to have at least 100 grams of protein. And I also need to prioritize getting my water in because I have not been doing well with that. Speaking of which, let me take a sip. So I did find another product that has really been working well for me that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, if you've watched me in the past, or if you are also on a GLP-1, you know that constipation is one of the major side effects. And I have had my struggles with that. And I've tried several different types of medication. The Mago-7, some Dulcolax, gentle overnight relief, also the Dulcolax chews, Colace, stool softener, and they all work, but a lot of them really upset my stomach. So I bought these, and these are magnesium gummies. And the serving size is just one gummy. It has 7 calories. And you take it at night, and it is anti-stress and sleep relief. So I've been on it now for about a week, and I have been sleeping better, and I have been very regular. It does help with that, and it does not upset my stomach at all. So I will link that in my description box below. I did get it on Amazon. So when I come across items that I really like, I like to share them with you. I am not sponsored in the least bit. I don't have an Amazon shop. So if you buy these, I don't get a commission or anything. I just like to share the products that I use that I really like. So, like I said, today is New Year's Eve. Now, originally, Mike and I were invited to a party tonight at his best friend Bill's house. And actually, we went there last year. And I was really excited. He always has a fun party. And I wanted to make sauerkraut balls. If you guys are around my age, I don't know if you grew up with this tradition also, but my mom was always superstitious that you had to have some form of pork and cabbage for the new year to bring good luck. And sauerkraut balls remind me of her. She used to make them, and she would deep fry hers. But when I make them in the oven, or this year I was going to make them in the air fryer. But we heard from Bill this morning, his entire family has the flu and his party is canceled. And Mike doesn't like sauerkraut. So I guess I won't be making the sauerkraut balls for you guys like I intended to. I will go ahead and put the recipe I was going to follow in my description box below. It's from All Recipes, one of my favorite sites for recipes. Now, the recipe that I'm linking below calls for doing them in hot oil. And what I was going to do instead was put them in the air fryer on 390 for about 5 to 8 minutes. And I was gonna spray them first with some olive oil spray. So I may still make them one of these days, maybe bring them into work. They're really good. I don't know if I'm going to have pork and cabbage for New Year's. I probably will. Mike and I picked up some pre-made pork egg rolls at Aldi the other day, and I'm probably gonna make those in the air fryer tomorrow so that we can have good luck for 2025. But I'm not gonna make the sauerkraut balls, but they were really good. So I'll link the recipe in the description box below. Now, one of my upcoming recipes that I'm going to share with you guys is tortellini soup. And I think I will end this video making that. And I'm gonna make that for us to have today. We're just gonna have a quiet New Year's Eve. I have a fireplace that burns real wood, and we're gonna have a fire tonight, have the last of our wine since we are celebrating dry January. I also got a bottle of Prosecco, so I'm not gonna be the greatest on my diet today. I know I'm not being a very good role model, but you just wait for it. January's coming and we're gonna do this together. And I hope you guys will come along for the ride. But I saved the recipe for the tortellini soup on my Pinterest. So let me just go over a little bit of what that entails. Okay, so you can see it looks really pretty. I'm probably going to serve it with some crescent rolls. I have a can of that to go with it. But essentially, what I'm using is, let's get down here. It calls for a pound of Italian sausage, casings removed. Now, I got the Butterball turkey Italian sausage that I'm gonna use. So that should cut down a little bit on the fat. It calls for minced garlic, 1 medium sweet onion, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, some kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper, some all-purpose flour, 4 cups of chicken stock, 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, and it says 1 3-inch Parmesan rind optional. Now, I don't have a Parmesan rind, but I do have some Parmesan cheese. And 1 9-ounce package of refrigerated 3 cheese tortellini, a 1/3 cup of heavy cream, some fresh basil, which I don't have, I'm gonna use some dried, and you make it all in your Dutch oven. So you brown the Italian sausage and making sure that it crumbles. Then you stir in the garlic, onion, Italian seasoning, and you cook, stirring frequently until the onions have become translucent, about 2 to 3 minutes. And then you whisk in the 2 tablespoons of flour until lightly browned and stir in the chicken stock, tomato sauce, and Parmesan. Bring it to a boil, reduce heat, and simmer, stirring occasionally until reduced and slightly thickened, about 10 minutes. Then you stir in the tortellini, cover and cook until about 5 to 7 minutes. And what I'm not seeing, it also called for a half bunch of kale, but I am not going to be using kale. I'm going to be using fresh baby spinach. So I figured I don't really like kale. It's good in soups because it's a little heartier than spinach, but I can use the leftover spinach for other dishes, including my salmon recipe that I really like. So, all right, I'm gonna head down to my kitchen and get that soup together. Before I do, I do want to mention that I did receive my shipment from Zappy Health. That was in my last video. And if you've been following, you know that Zappy has gotten into some controversy because the pharmacy that they were using, Ousia, O-U-S-I-A, was found not to have the required permit that they need for sterile compounding. Now, there are a lot of people that are trying to get their money back. Zappy is fighting the returns, so you'd have to challenge it with your credit card. I had received 3 vials from Zappy at the beginning of the month, and they came from Ousia. They had a year-long bud, and I have decided to just use them. Now, I follow a lot of people on Reddit, and one of the threads had 2 people who had tested their vials from Ousia, and it was 99% pure. So, like I said in my last video, there are so many people now that I'm reading about going gray, where they buy the Tirzepatide in a powder form, and they can keep it in their freezer for 2 to 3 years, and they reconstitute it themselves. And so I figure that if people are in their kitchen reconstituting this tirzepatide and injecting themselves with it, probably the pharmacy did what they were supposed to do, even though they didn't have the proper permit. So that's my take on the matter. If you bought vials from Usea and you want to challenge it and try to get your money back, more power to you. I just decided that I'm going to keep it. Now, I had ordered 3 more vials from Zappy, thinking they were going to come from Usea, right before I found out about this last thing with them. And so Zappy ended up sending it to Hallandale. And I had ordered 3 vials, 15 milligrams. And what they sent me from Hallandale was 6 vials. Now, those vials are 1 milligram for 10 units. So if I'm on a 15 milligram dose, then I would have to use 2 syringes, one completely full to 100 units and then one to 50 units. I am hoping by the time I get to those vials, and they also had a 1-year bud date. I believe their bud date is December 18th of 2025. Hopefully I will be on maintenance and I won't be injecting 150 units. So I will have to figure out when the time comes what my maintenance dose will be. I know some people do it different. You know, they microdose. Some people take a regular dose, but only take it like every 2 weeks. I'll discuss it with my doctor when the time comes. So in the meantime, let me head downstairs and assemble my soup, and I can show you guys how I do that and how it turns out. All right.
Total madness, but just wait. I really need to tell you something, 'cause I feel alone in a room surrounded by people. I wanna know if you're feeling it too. Out on the roof here with you, it all seems so distant. With you
All right, well, the soup is done, the crescent rolls are done, and Mike and I are about to have our dinner. Not anything fancy for New Year's Eve, but we'll have a good time anyway. But I wanted to also show you what I was going to wear to the New Year's Eve party. I got this on Temu, and it has rhinestones on it, just in the front. I was gonna wear like a satin camisole, a black satin camisole with it, but isn't that cute? I don't know if it's too much to wear to work. What do you guys think? Can I get away with wearing this to work maybe? I don't know, we'll see. All right, guys. Well, I want to say Happy New Year. We're gonna make 2025 the year we meet all of our goals, and I'm excited to do that with you. If you like this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel, and tick that notification bell so you are alerted every time I upload a new video. All right, I hope you guys all had a happy holiday, Happy New Year, and I will see you next time.